Hi, so your why, meaning WHY, helps you to stay focused, resilient, and fulfilled. Take note of those three words. Your why helps you to stay focused, resilient, and fulfilled, especially in this world where all of us have to go through different challenges at different seasons of life. And I'll start with a story, which a good number of us might be familiar with Viktor Frankl. I've put a good number of things from his book, stories. He shared that while he was in the concentration camp, was one of the Jewish who experienced the concentration camp and was able to get out alive. Uh, he shared a story without going into too much details that there was a time, one of his colleagues who were together with him in the concentration camp, was trying to exchange labor for food and eventually did something that got the guards upset, and they kind of hung him in the open for everybody to see. That was very tormenting to Viktor Frankl. But he did mention very clearly that despite this story and many other horror stories that he experienced, that he made up his mind and he noticed that those who had a sense of why, a sense of purpose, a sense of something they wanted to do when they left the concentration camp, tended to have a more positive outcome. And that was what happened to him. So no matter what you're going through, do you have a sense of what you want to do when you cross to the other side? Having a strong why helps you to build resilience in the middle of tough seasons. Having a strong why helps you to push through. Having a strong why helps you to hold on in a positive way so that you can get to the other side to do the other things that you want to do. And even right now, you are still able to do a few things even in the middle of it. And that's why Viktor Frankl said in his word that he who has a reason to live can bear almost anyhow. If you have a strong why, you can bear almost anyhow. So it's not the difficulties, that is the how, H-O-W, that stops you. It is having a strong why and reaching out inside of you to find a strong reason to continue to move on. And I would also like to share, this is pulling from page 18 of my book, Adapt and Advance. In the words of Howard Thurman, he said, don't ask what the world needs. Rather, ask yourself what makes me come alive and give it to the world. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive, people who have a sense of purpose, people who have something inside of them that has ignited them to be the best. And I also tell us a short story about Howard Thurman, one of the African American mentors of Martin Luther King Jr. And they shared the story of while he was in childhood in Florida, that there's a stump of tree behind his house where he typically sits, for prolonged time. And he believed that was where he found his purpose at that time, thinking through situations, looking through the happenings around him. And, he had this sense of purpose. So although things were difficult then at that time, and, life was challenging, but he decided to use that time in solitude on a stump of tree behind his house to discover something bigger than himself, something that made him come alive. So the question is, what makes you come alive? What is it right inside? There's something inside of you strictly meant to make you come alive, to be the best version of yourself. So I'm going to give us 4 ways to live on purpose. 1, have a mind to comfort others. Comfort others. So one thing you can do, and that one of the things Viktor Frankl said in the concentration camp is, those who had a mind to comfort other people were more likely to live on purpose, were more likely to have a more positive outcome. So do you have a mind to comfort us? Even while in the concentration camp, Viktor Frankl discovered a purpose to comfort others that were in the same situation with him. So even during those challenging times you are going through, one thing you can do to make a difference is to comfort people that are going through it with it. It could be your family members, it could be your friends, it could be people you don't even know, that you are all going through that tough situation together. One purpose out of it all is, instead of wallowing in pity, instead of wallowing in, this is hard, this is difficult, this is impossible, I'm going to die with this, I'm screwed up. Instead of saying all of those negative self-thought to yourself, tell yourself, I'm going to use this pain to comfort other people that is going through this with me. Will do when you cross to the other side. So you've got to have a strong imagination. What am I going to do when I cross to the other side? So it's important. And this is also one of the things Viktor Frankl did. He was imagining things he wanted to do, books he wanted to write when he gets out of the concentration camp. And at this point, I tell you my own personal story, which I've shared in previous videos. When I was going through the challenges that life brought me after the loss of both parents, one thing I told myself is, when I cross to the other side, I'm going to be a blessing to other people. I comforted people as much as I could along the way, but also I had big dreams. One of it is the book I just recently published. It's always been on my mind that I'm going to put the story in a book and it's going to be a blessing to other people. And it's finding fulfillment now. And even right now, I have dreams for the next 10 years, 20, 30, 40, even 50, if God gives me the opportunity to live that long. So having a dream, just like Martin Luther King Jr. said, I have a dream. Having a dream and having a plan of what you're going to do right now, while you're going through, and what you're going to do after you've been able to successfully navigate the current season. It's one of the things that can keep you going in the middle of it right now. Number 3 is let adversity become your teacher. Again, it talks of having the right attitude towards whatever challenges we are going through. See it as a teacher, not an enemy. So the challenges are not meant to destroy you. The challenges are there to help bring the best out of you. And as you go through it with that attitude, things to become relatively easy for you. And number 4 is having an I am statement, which is what I discovered, the things I talked about in my chapter 2 in Adapt and Advance, which is on page 19 of the book. I am statement is statements of courage, statements that you say to yourself that keeps you going. For example, I tell myself every morning when I wake up, I'm bold, I'm brilliant, I'm caring, I'm dedicated, excellent, favored, fruitful, great, handsome, healthy, rich, spiritual, successful, youthful, and young looking till old age of 90 years old. That's what I've been saying this for almost 10 years or more than that now. I got it first from 2 books. The first book was Joel Osteen's book, The Power of I Am, which brings us to learning the power of I am. So it's a book, it talked about I am statements, and I pulled it out. I say it to myself, I teach my children, they say it to themselves when we drive it to school in the morning. I say it, they say it, and I encourage them to say it, on a daily basis, just like I do to myself. So have an I am statement that reflects where you want to go and where you want to be. The other book that also taught me a little bit about that is Stephen Covey's book on the 7 habits of highly effective people. So it's important for us to have strong I am statements that motivates us. So every morning I say to myself, I tell myself, I'm not just going to live long, I'm going to fulfill purpose every single day as I continue my journey. And one Bible verse I would like to leave with us that emphasizes the importance of what you say is that life and death are in the power of the tongues. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So what you say to yourself matters, and it's important for us to say things that give life, not the things that give death. Don't tell yourself I'm screwed. Don't tell yourself my life is destroyed. Don't tell yourself I won't get out of this. Don't tell yourself this is going to kill me. Tell yourself I'm bold, I am brilliant, I'm caring, I'm dedicated, I'm excellent, I'm favored, I'm fruitful, I'm great, I'm healthy, rich, spiritual, successful, youthful, young looking. Those are 15 things I say to myself every day. Say those things with meaning, say it with passion, say it, believe in it. And as you say it to yourself every single day, it comes to pass in your life. Um, that's really, really, really important. This is the end of today's video, and I believe you found something that will help you to continue to move ahead in life. So there are two call to actions, one for yourself as a person and one for us as Adapt and Advanced Family. So as a person, one thing I want you to do for me today is create your I am statements, at least 3 of them. The 3 I wrote in the book is I'm bold, I'm brilliant, I'm excellent. These are one of the first 3 things I say to myself every day. Whatever works for you, that you can believe, you have faith in, that will help you to become what you need to be. And say it to yourself every single day. Put a reminder somewhere. You can write it and put it on your mirror. You can put it somewhere where you would say it every day to remind you to say it. I'm bold, I'm brilliant, I'm caring, I'm dedicated, I'm excellent. Whatever it is that you want to say. That's the call to action for you as a person. And I want tell me how that goes. Tell me how it helps you to improve yourself. The second call to action is we are in week 4 of the book launch. Which is Saturday. I think today's date is I'm talking. This video is on the 10th of June, and so the week 4 ends in 3 days, which is on the 13th. So our number for week 4 is 84, meaning 3 new reviews and 3 lives saved, 3 lives impacted, 3 people read the book, 3 miracles happening to somebody. And the measurable part of it is the review and, of course, the book sales too. So what you can do for me today, if you've not left a review yet for the book, please go through it. If you don't have a copy and money is an issue right now, please let me know. Shoot me a text or email and I'll send a free one to you. But if you already have it, you've not left a review, please, let's read the book. So if you have a book already and you've not had a chance to read it, please, let's read it today and leave a review today. Help us get to 84 today. So 84 is the golden number today. Help us get to 84 reviews on Amazon today and also on Goodreads. So please, when you post on Amazon, make a little change here and there, and also post on Goodreads too. So help post it on both platforms today. Help us get to 84 reviews today. So thank you so much, everyone. I am deeply grateful for every single thing that you've done. And thanks for being a part of this Adapt and Advance journey. The big launch is July 1st when we have the ebook ready. And so let's all gear up for that. I want every single one of us to make sure we get one ebook on 1st of July. So the big call to action for today is leave a review today if you have not. If you have already, I am so grateful and I'm so appreciative for that. In that case, let a friend or family member know about it. You can gift them the book so that they could leave a review, and you can discuss with them before giving me their phone number, and I can follow up with them to get a review from them, and I can give them the free PDF if they don't have it. So please, let's keep the movement going. The more lives are reached, are touched by this book, the better. The intention of this book is to bless lives, to transform destinies, and you are part of that journey. Thank you very much, everyone. Be a part of reaching 84 today. Click on the link in this video. Link number 2 takes you straight to review the book. Thank you so much.